Good evening. We would like to welcome you to beautiful Old Washington, Ohio, and the campus of Buckeye Trail High School, to the Bill Baker Activity Complex for tonight's week number 4 IVC showdown between the visiting Strasburg Tigers and your Buckeye Trail Warriors. I'm merely Tom Strasser. And if you're going to bring a big game on KGP TV, you better bring a big mouth with you. And I've done that. I'm truly honored to be joined by the five-time broadcaster of the year and Hall of Famer himself, the one, the only, Woody Biggs. And Woody, it's great to have you here on KGP TV.
Oh, thanks, Tommy. I've never had an introduction quite like that, but I don't think I'm a member of any Hall of Fame. But it is a good game. It get away last week. Trail against the Malvern had one that, with a couple of breaks here or there, could have gone another way. So with both teams losing a game they thought they should have won, this is a big game when it comes to the IVC.
Yeah, and Woody, I'm glad you brought up last week's game. If you wasn't here or watching on KGP TV, if I would have told you that Buckeye Trail ran 15 more plays than Malvern did, 70 to 55, outgained Malvern by 325 yards to 272, passing 201 yards to 147, had 19 first downs to Malvern's 12. You would have thought Buckeye Trail, you would have just asked, hey, how bad did they beat them? But Woody, the big thing was the fourth down conversions. Malvern was 2 of 3, one converted to a 15-yard touchdown pass. Buckeye Trail 2 of 7 on fourth down, and there were 2 fourth down attempts inside the Malvern 20-yard line where the Warriors came up 4th in inches, and on the measurements they were short by inches. That took possibly 2 touchdowns off the board.
Yeah, you're right, and it was a game, the old adage, the game was much closer than the score indicated, was definitely true in that game, because Buckeye Trail was right there, and just a couple of bounces of the ball could have been the other way. Strasburg-Franklin Tigers are coming in, though, with a little momentum. They got a big win over East Canton last week, so that was important for them, and their defense tightened up and played pretty well against the East Canton, giving up only 6 points.
And Woody, Buckeye Trail won the coin toss. They deferred, and it will be Strasburg receiving the ball to start this game.
So we'll get ready to kick it off here from the Bill Baker Activity Complex here at Old Washington. And Buckeye Trail will be kicking off.
Initially told Tavon Thomas would not be playing. He's number 4, but he is playing, and tonight he is number 51, and he is out there now. And they get ready to kick off. Woody, after the kickoff, we'll let you give the Strasburg starting offense.
All right, they're getting the change set. Beautiful night, fall-like night here in Old Washington. A little nice little breeze, and Trail will be kicking off into the breeze.
All
right.
Will be kicking off for the Warriors.
Tayshawn Curtis back deep now. He's moving up. Now it's Javier Pryor back. And I believe Jacob Ross back for the Tigers.
I think we've got everything
I think.
settled.
Noah with the kick, a little squib kick, and it's going to be picked up by Pryor. Good coverage by the Warriors. Connor Pushcarriage on the tackle. Real quickly, here are the starters for the Strasburg offense. Your tackles are Nathan Boehm and Spencer Daly. Your guards will be Garrett Laub, Caden Smith, center Drake Reifenschneider. I believe I said that right. Tight end, as we said, Tavian Thomas. And running back will be Zach Cheney. Wide receivers, Javier Pryor, Tayshawn Curtis, Lucas Lindsay, and Cape Shoeball is the quarterback. And Tommy, the first play, picks up about 5 yards.
Yeah, nice pass completion. Strasburg will remind the Trail faithful a lot of TCC. They will spread the football, spread their offense out, and look to throw the football.
There go no huddle. 2 receivers here on the short side of the field, 1 wide to the left.
And that was Lindsay who caught the first down pass.
Hand off to the lone back. And a good job that time of the Trail defense stuffing the run after about 2 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 4.
To pick up a little bit.
Right, and it's changing directions. It's sort of swirling. It's now blowing away from Buckeye Trail. There's a good pressure, and he runs out of bounds. Great pressure by Buckeye Trail as
Nick
Burris was there, and I believe big Colton Shepard came over and was putting some pressure on him as well, and Colton's down on the field.
Yeah, Colton Shepard last week was his first game back, and he played pretty well. Colton Shepard, a 6'5", 299-pound senior.
Yeah, big boy, and we hope that he's all right. It's 4th down and about 5, so the Tigers lost a yard on that. Oh, wait, they lost more than that. They match it all the way back to the 30, so 4th and 9.
Yeah, as they're still working on Colton, it looks to be
an ankle.
Possibly an ankle. Shoeball dropped back, was looking for someone underneath across the middle of the field, and he was flushed to the right side and forced out of bounds by Burris. Now Franco Rome will be back for the Warriors to return this punt, and it's good to see Colton up but not putting any pressure on the ankle, and that's not a good sign.
We hope Colton fine. He did a nice job at pursuing the quarterback, or big boy. He moved well. So Strasburg 4th and long. Shoeball with a little kick. Gets a nice roll, and it's going to be down near the 22-yard line. So it came out sort of wobbly, but got a nice roll for the Tigers.
I tell you what, that snap to Shoeball, that was a fastball. He did a nice job reaching up and snagging that one. So the Warriors will now take over offensively.
And you have your tackles, Liam Kelly, Kyler Channel. Your guards, Dakota Milliken, Nick Burris, Landon Coe is the center. Aiden Snodgrass, the tight end. Wide receivers, Franco Rome, Shane Smith, Tyler Dodd, Nick Newhart, and, of course, Connor Pushcarriage, the 6 foot, 186-pound senior, is the quarterback.
That's Franco Rome.
Yep.
But, Woody, there's a flag down. Franco Rome and Shane Smith, the 2 wingbacks, and they just brought Rome in motion. But there was a holding call, I believe, so that's going to nullify about a 25-yard pickup.
Yeah, instead of 1st and 10 in Strasburg's territory, the Warriors are going to be marched back about the 10-yard line.
And Woody, I tell you, when you look at the Buckeye Trail offensive line, you know they have some beef up there And Coach Donnie Kearns, the line of scrimmage, controlling that means everything to him.
Push carriage in the shotgun, hands it off to the wingback. It goes around opposite side. Nice run, getting back to the original line of scrimmage.
That was Shane Smith. And Smith tackled by Tayshawn Curtis. So Shane Smith, like you said, he got 11 of the yards back.
Second and 9, got 9:50 left on the clock. This time they run the same play the other side.
Wow.
And Rome makes the turn, and he is gone down inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, math man, from the 25 to the 25 is
50.
50. All right, look at you.
I had to take my shoes off to figure it up, but that's what that smell is in the press boxes.
I'm downwind from you, so please put the shoes back on.
First and 10. Warriors knocking on the door at the Tiger 24-yard line. Again, they're just trying to get the ball on the corner. They feel like they make the turn, they can get some big yardage, and they do as Smith rambles all the way down about the 10-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 11.
So a gain of 14.
Nothing fancy, Tommy. Sweep one side, sweep the other side.
And you're right, the Warriors, they've had a lot of success this season running between the tackles, but they are going outside so far this opening drive.
Alton padding out wide to the right, again in the shotgun, and we've got, I think, motion. Offside Buckeye Trail. Someone lined up offside. So far tonight, the only people stopping Buckeye Trail has been Buckeye Trail with a couple of penalties, but
yeah, now they were able to overcome the first holding call. We'll see what they can do after this penalty.
makes it 1st and 15. The ball now on the 15-yard line. Again, they run sweep to the right side. Turning it back in was Rome. Good job by the Strasburg defense turning it back inside the middle. So Rome wasn't able to get as big a gain as he had previously.
Yeah, that was Zach Kaiser, the 5'8", 175-pound senior for the Tigers, making the tackle after a 4-yard gain.
2nd and 11, 8 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first quarter. No score, but Trail is marching down the field. Again, they run the same play to the left side, and going all the way down inside the 5 down to the 2 is Smith. He might would have gone all the way, and somebody got a ankle grab on him. I think it was Curtis to keep Trail from scoring.
So Lab on the tackle, he makes the shoestring tackle. They're going to mark it back to the 2-yard line, so third
Yep.
down and goal. Well, just actually, yeah, third and goal from the 2.
Oh, fumble, but picked back up and getting back to the original line of scrimmage. It's push carriage. So it's 4th and 2. Or I guess they can pick up. Can they pick up a first down? Or
Yeah.
it looked like they can right at the half-yard line. Yeah. That's spotted correctly from this angle. It looks like it.
And the Warriors, they may be letting the play clock run down here, and then they'll take a timeout. But Woody, last week, like we said in the pregame show, the Warriors were down here twice, came up, went for it on 4th down. The measurement, they were inches short. They're going to take a timeout, and we will too. 7:10 left here in the opening quarter. No score between between Strasburg and Buckeye Trail.
Welcome back, everybody. Tommy, last week, it's this type of situations that Buckeye Trail struggled that kept them from winning the game. 4th and about 1.5 yards on the 2 of Strasburg.
Yeah, 2 yards for a touchdown, 1 for a first down.
We got another whistle as Push Carriage has pitched the ball to Rome. Another penalty. That's the 3rd penalty in this drive. The drive started on about the 25-yard line, Buckeye Trail. On that first play, they were penalized for holding, so they had to overcome that. And now their second offside penalty, or this was a motion penalty, then they had somebody line up offside. So 3 penalties. Now it's 4th and 7. From about the 7.5. Push Carriage out the pass, going to throw out in the flat. Caught right in between 2 defenders. Great job. And I tell you what, Connor had to pivot to his left and make the pass. And I believe
Was that Newhart?
I believe it was Nick Newhart with the catch. And great concentration by Nick as well, as that was right between 2 defenders.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Connor Push Carriage, he didn't get to see his touchdown pass because he got drilled as he was throwing the football.
They're going for 2, the little double handoff, and it goes just short. So with 7 minutes left here in the first quarter, the Warriors overcome 3 penalties, and on a great pass from Connor Push Carriage, spinning to his left, throwing it with a Strasburg defender in his face, threading the needle between 2 Tiger defenders, and then a great catch, some good concentration by Newhart. The Warriors score first.
Yeah, Nick Newhart really had a and Woody very happy for Connor Push Carriage, his first touchdown pass of the year. Remember, here's a senior, his first year as a starting varsity quarterback, and of all the years for a pandemic to hit, it eliminates all the 7-on-7 drills and everything limited. So the Warriors, as they have proceeded through this season, their passing game is just really come on and getting stronger and stronger.
And that was, if I remember correctly, and at my age that's hard to do, I think that was the only pass that Buckeye Trail attempted on that drive. So here they go, kickoff. It's short, bounces to the 30.
Wow.
Daly with it.
Yeah.
He's a big boy, 6 foot, 190. And Strasburg has pretty good field position at the 38-yard line.
So again, it's imperative talking to Coach Kearns this week. He thinks the Warriors, they have to get pressure on Shoeball. Because with their spread offense, you give him time, he'll pick you apart.
They did a good job doing that the first series of downs. The Warriors going to try to do it this series of down. There was a pitch in the backfield and breaking a couple of tackles and getting up close to midfield. is, was that Lindsay?
I believe so.
So gain of 14, 15 yards up into Warrior.
That was Dakota Milliken with the stop.
Yeah. So the first down of the night for Strasburg. This time the running back's to the left. High snap. They hand it right back to Lindsay again. About 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 4. Burris there. Again, the no huddle for Strasburg. Empty backfield this time. There's the pressure that Coach Kearns wants, and it forces Shoeball to throw on the run.
And that was Aiden Snodgrass and Austin Hayden, two of the linebackers for the Warriors who came in on the blitz and made Shoeball throw the ball away.
So 3rd and 4. The Warriors hoping to get another stop after stopping Strasburg the first time they had the ball. 3 wide receivers to the right. This time Shoeball's going to keep it. He gets bottled up, tries to get outside. Great pursuit by the Warriors. Good job of forcing him outside. And right there, was that push carriage right there for the tackle?
Yeah, push carriage from the free safety with the empty backfield. He started moving up towards the line, and that's just great coaching by the staff of the Warriors. Push carriage anticipated a quarterback draw and was there to draw.
Now, you don't know whether they're going to punt or not. The Warriors are playing for the Tigers are going for it, and they are. Push carriage again under pressure, throws across the middle, and there's going to be the penalty for pass interference. Jacob Ross was the intended receiver.
And that's a tough break for
Yeah.
the Warriors. There was incidental contact where the feet got tangled up. Refs had to throw the flag, but that ball was not going to
No,
be caught.
no.
And the Warriors with the injured player on the field, so we'll take a timeout and be back. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Tigers when we come back after this timeout.
Blake Bates walking off of the field under his own pressure. A pass interference gives Strasburg new life. Tommy, and you talked about Coach Kearns wanting to get pressure. The only success really Strasburg has been quick hitters running the ball, just handoff running. The Warriors have done a good job getting pressure on the Strasburg tonight. They need to keep it up.
And that was a tough break there. Bates, great coverage. Feet just got tangled up.
A little screen pass out to the left to Lindsay, and he picks up about 8 yards. Again, a quick play. If they can force a shoe ball out of the pocket, the Warriors are having success. But the quick hitters, that's where Strasburg has had their success.
Yeah, and we came in after breaking down game film at KGP Studios today. We expected to see Cheney carrying the football, but it's been Lindsay so far.
There we got the flag and got false start on Strasburg. First penalty of the night for them. 6-0 the score. The Warriors got after stopping Strasburg on 3 and out, got the ball and overcame 3 penalties to go 75 yards and get a score on 4th and 7. Lindsay in motion. They fake the pitch. Shoe ball across the middle, and he hits his man right there. Good job, Pryor, as he got inside his defender, Tommy, and was able to score.
Yeah, and that was a little pump fake, and then Pryor on the little skinny post, and Shoe ball was able to hit Pryor, who had got open and was able to take it in. Nice pitch and catch there. Shoe ball to Pryor, and now Strasburg will go for 2.
What was that, 32-yard pass, I believe? Yeah. So Strasburg did what they had to do. They answered the Warrior score, again rolling to the right, and the ball is short. So we're going to stay 6-6 here in the first quarter. So 5 minutes left first quarter. We're tied up at 6 apiece. We'll be back after this timeout.
Welcome back to Old Washington. 6-6 score. As the Warriors are getting ready to receive the kickoff, we want to thank you for joining us here on KGP TV via Facebook and YouTube. And also, be sure to give a shout out to our fine sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. And Woody gives Strasburg a lot of credit. They answered the Warriors' opening drive for 6 points, and on their second possession, they've come back to tie it up.
They did, and both teams had to overcome some penalties to do it. Joe Hill kicking off for Strasburg, and it's going to be picked up at about the 20-yard line, trying to get out and turn the corner. Bates, and he gets up to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and on cue, that's Brendan Bates, the 5'8", 132-pound junior. And Woody, it was him on the 2-point conversion who forced Shoe ball to throw the ball really into the ground to stop the 2-point conversion.
So here come the Warriors. Again, they're just working the corners, and they've had success. Just get it as Rome. He is broke through the secondary, and he is down to the 20 and dragged down inside the 10. Well, he turned on the afterjets once he turned the corner and got past the initial line of defense.
Wow, yeah, yep. Franco Rome, what an electrifying run there. So from the 25 to the 7, 68 yards?
Don't ask me. 25.
No, you said 25 to the 25 was 50.
Yeah. We'll figure it up here in a minute. As this time they run it the other side, there is a flag on the play as Smith is unable to turn the corner. And let's see who this is on. The Warriors have been penalized 4 times. They were able to overcome 3 of them. It's going to be holding on Buckeye Trail. So once again, the Warriors are going to be slowed by penalty. The other big penalty was a pass interference against them on the Strasburg scoring drive.
And yes, sir, that was a 68-yard jaunt to the 7-yard line by Rome.
So now it is, what, first and goal from the 12? They give it to Rome. He breaks a couple of tackles, and once again down inside the 5. Franco's come to play tonight.
And no surprise there. And Rome a 12-yard pickup on the play to get it back. Second and goal, like you said, at the 5.
5, yeah. So as we've said a couple of times, the Warriors, Strasburg early on hasn't been able to stop them at all. It's been penalties that have stopped the Warriors.
Warriors going 2 receivers to the right. That's Newhart, the flanker, and Dodd.
And Rome next to push carriage. They do the little double handoff, and going in to score is Shane Smith from 5 yards out.
Wow, and the Warriors once again, Woody, they overcome an offensive penalty. And they kind of dig a hole, play behind the chains, but are able to answer it with the second touchdown. This time Shane Smith from 5 yards out.
The Warriors up now 12-6, going for 2. One wide receiver to the left. Shoeball rolling out to his left, looking, and what a catch for the 2-point conversion as Newhart comes down with it.
And again, push carriage. Newhart was covered, but what push carriage did, he threw the ball up where the 6'4" sophomore, where only he could make a play. And Newhart goes a little OBJ there. The one-handed snag like a backside rebound. And just like that, the Warriors 3:44 left here. And an entertaining first quarter lead 14-6.
And the Warriors have been able to do, they've ran the ball well. The 2 times, that was only their second pass attempt, I believe. They've passed. One was a touchdown and one a 2-point conversion. They are moving at will, Tommy, against the Tigers.
Yeah, and I've never understood how they do the QB ratings.
Me neither.
How they do that, but I tell you, Connor push carriage, 1 pass, touchdown, 2-point conversion pass converted. So it's got to be pretty high, you would think.
Well, the Warriors are going to kick off again. Betts kicking off. And I believe it's Lindsley back deep. And Thomas.
Yeah, Lindsey is definitely.
I believe Thomas is the other one. They're kicking it to Lindsey. Picks it up at the 20. And good pursuit by the Warriors. Lindsey did get it up to the 32. And there's a late flag coming in from all the way down from the 10.
And Woody, I think that may have been prior on the return. But
Yeah.
penalty, we'll see.
I'm impressed with the referee's arm. He threw it about the 30 yards in the air. Personal foul. Targeting. Ooh. So Warriors penalties are continuing to harm them. That takes it all the way up to the 48-yard line.
Coach Kern's trying to get.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. It was a late flag. I mean, way after the whistle. But Strasburg gets the ball in great field position. Now we have another penalty. All sides. Unbelievable. 7 penalties.
And Woody, last week against Malvern, a for 30 yards, and they have got a slew of them here in the first quarter.
One led to a Strasburg touchdown on a pass interference on 4th and long, and this one now is giving the Strasburg, as Lindsey catches it and gets a first down. Strasburg starts in Buckeye Trail territory.
Wow, Shane Smith from his linebacking position read the play. Lindsey, not the easiest guy to tackle in space, but Shane Smith is one of the better players that will make that tackle, but just a rare whiff there from Shane Smith.
Strasburg offense likes to put pressure on the defense. No huddle, a lot of quick hitters. The Warriors have had success when they get pressure, and like there, good job as the quarterback draws. Shoe ball picks up a couple of yards before tackled at the 40.
And I believe that was Channel, Kyle Channel, the 6'1", 299 junior, along with Burris as well.
And 59 Tyler Channel.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark in what's been an entertaining first quarter. 14-6, Trail with the lead.
Big guy, you just bring excitement to whatever broadcast you do.
Shoe ball back to pass. Good pressure by the Warriors. He throws it out and hit immediately on the catch. Pryor with the catch.
And Newhart with the stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, Newhart was there, bang, bang. Woodman, sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the other team. Shoe ball, backing up, backpedaling. He put some mustard on that one to complete that.
3rd and 3. 3 receivers wide to the left, empty backfield. Lindsey's wide to the right. Shoe ball looking, throwing across the middle, and they've got the first down. There is a flag on the play. Holding against Buckeye Trail.
Now they may go ahead and
Decline that. We'll see.
Yeah, they're going to decline it. I believe that was Lindsey. He did a nice job just finding a little soft spot in the defense. They just needed 3 yards. He went about 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, made the catch, and then picked up a few more after that.
So again, another flag, 2 flags on the field as Lindsey was the man again on the scramble, I believe. We'll have to sort out all the laundry.
Wow. Yeah, this one may be a hold. And Woody, that was a design play. The handoff was everybody going to the right, and Lindsey, he just stopped on the dime and went back to the left and was able to make one man miss. But we'll see if there's a holding call here, which would really help the Warriors if it is.
We pick them up both. Let's see what's going on here. All right.
Yes.
Block, okay. An illegal block, and and then an illegal block on Trail. So it's a wash. It's going to be 1st and 10.
But Trail's on defense. That one confused.
How do you have it? Yeah. So it's 1st and 10 on the 33. And now we have, I'm telling you what, we've got more flags than we have at halftime with all the penalties going on. This one against Strasburg.
You're right. I've caught myself a couple of times humming the national anthem.
So it's now 1st and 15. Same formation. Shoe ball back, looking, going across the middle, and it is complete. Lindsey's the man with the catch. Push carriage with the stop for Buckeye Trail.
Yeah, and again, the Warriors, they brought a blitz up the middle. This time, Strasburg, they did a nice job picking it up in shoe ball. Wow, he's an impressive quarterback.
Touchdown, Strasburg.
5'11", 165-pound senior.
This time we got two receivers to the right. They fake the handoff. Shoe ball keeps it. Gets inside the 10, down to about the 8.
And as Burris makes the tackle, Woody, I'd be remiss if we didn't plug shoe ball with one of the best names in high school football. You gotta love his first name, Kate.
Right. Don't tug on Superman's cape.
And he's been wearing a cape so far in his first quarter.
2nd and 6. He's looking across the middle. Ball tipped. Incomplete.
Aiden Snodgrass.
Yeah, big tip.
May have saved a touchdown there.
So that makes it 3rd down. Strasburg has been able to have some success on 3rd down. The Warriors have done a good job stopping them, but then a couple of penalties has given Strasburg new life. And they're facing 3rd and 6 on the 8. Low snap, but shoe ball, good job of getting it. Throws it across the middle. I don't think they'll get the 1st down.
But they'll have the end of the quarter to think about what they're going to do on 4th down. So at the end of one quarter, Strasburg will be facing 4th down inside the Buckeye Trail 5-yard line when we come back for more action here at the Bill Baker Activity Complex.
At the end of one quarter, it is 14-6 Buckeye Trail. But Tommy, the Tigers are knocking on the door. 4th down and 3 on the 8.
And expect them to spread it out and try to get shoe ball rolling to his right and see if he can make a play happen.
Lindsey's over to the left. He's been the big guy. Good job as a handoff. Lindsey, yeah, and Dakota there on the stop. I said Lindsey was to the right. It was Curtis. Lindsey was the running back, and the handoff was stuffed by Dakota, and the Warriors get the stop.
And Woody, I give Strasburg credit. I wasn't expecting
No.
a running play in that situation, and they've had some success running the football. But Dakota Milliken, they're able to blow the play up for the Warriors.
So 1st and 10, the Warriors with it on the 10. And trying to turn the corner was Smith. And that time, the Tigers did a good job of stringing it out and not letting the Warriors get to the corner. and Smith is thrown for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, and that's the first time the Warriors haven't had success running the jet sweep. Blake Bates is going to bring the play in. So now what will the Warriors do here? Backed up.
Right. 2nd and 13. A little bit of confusion. 3 seconds left on the play clock. They do get it off. Get the ball up the middle. And again, the inside handoff going to Engel. And he picks up some positive yards. It'll make it now 3rd and about 8.
Yeah, Woody Logan Hinkle, 5'6", 182-pound junior. He'll come in and play fullback some with the season-ending injury to Marcus Masters last week, or 2 weeks ago.
Huge 3rd down play here for the Warriors, 3rd and 8, deep in their own territory. Push carriage rolling to his right, looking plenty of time, still looking, now running out of time. He's going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be hit out of bounds. Huge hit. It's coming up and making it.
I think he's going to be a little short.
Yep. I think it was heel on the hit. So 4th down and about 2.5 yards. So for the first time tonight, the Warriors are going to have to punt.
And Strasburg did a nice job after coming up, being stopped on the goal line, forcing a 3 and out, and the Franco run.
Rome, ball goes off the side of his foot, and Strasburg's going to have excellent field position as they're going to spot it at about the, wow, they're going all the way up to about the 22-yard line.
Yeah, and Strasburg had Pryor and Ross back. Both of them have the ability to take it to the house at any time. And a shank punt will give Strasburg excellent field position.
So for the first time tonight, the Warriors have stopped themselves. They have been able to move the ball at will until that. But the Warrior defense, they've been tough. A penalty's given Strasburg their only score.
And again, when you see, Woody, that the Warriors came up about 1.5 yards to 2 yards short of the first down, how big was that 3-yard loss on first down?
Right, yeah. Shoe ball with it, hands the ball off to Lindsey. Picks up a couple, and then he is stacked up and pushed back. Snodgrass there just meeting him and pushing him back. Aiden, the 5'11 junior.
Yeah, Aiden Snodgrass was our John Valentine Insurance Agency Defensive Player of the Week last week.
3 receivers wide to the right. Rolling right is Shubaugh, throwing it, and incomplete. Lindsey was the intended receiver, but he didn't turn around. And Trail might could have had an interception there if they had turned around.
But now you're looking at 3rd down and 8 from the 15, and you got to think Strasburg, they're looking at 2 downs here to pick up 8.
Warrior defense has been tough all night long. They need to come up big a couple of more times here. Looking for the quick hitter, not there. He threw it across the middle, right through the hands of Pryor. He was right there, but just wasn't able to bring it home.
And again, Aiden Snodgrass coming up on the blitz, and Shoeball, if he would have been able to hold the ball about another second, that would have probably been 6, but pass was out just a little bit in front of Pryor, who couldn't reach it enough.
Well, here we go, 4th and 8 from the 15. Shoeball again in the shotgun. Rolling right again under some great pressure. He has to throw it away as he was running for his life. Blake Bates was one of the guys, I believe, putting pressure on him. and the Warrior defense comes up big again.
Yeah, I think Snodgrass was in there as well. And I tell you what, let's see if Buckeye Trail here can be penalty free.
Yes.
And get locked in. They've got a lot better field position than they did inside their own 5 last drive, and they can eliminate the penalties. They're going to be tough to stop tonight.
They have, yeah, push carriage with it. Again, the little double handoff. Rome up across the 20. Gain about 6.
And that little scissor handoff, that would make Hall of Famer and former John Glenn football coach John Kelly very proud.
Drake Reifenschneider on that play on the stop. This time push carriage just going to keep it, and he's got the first down up across the 30.
Yeah, gain of about 9, and push carriage has not carried the ball up until that play.
You got to give the Trail offensive line some props on that play. They've played well all night, but they really pushed the Tiger defensive line back, and Connor was able to pick up the first down. And he got the man in motion. Again, the little double handoff.
That's Shane Smith on the carry.
Right. And Zach Kaiser on the tackle. So 2nd and about 2. Clock running 2nd quarter. Trail with an 8-point lead.
And the first couple of drives, it was the jet sweep. Now the Warriors finding success with a little scissor action inside.
This time they do run the sweep. Rome gets first down and more as he goes across midfield. And look at him run and finally taken down. A touchdown saving tackle by, I believe, Metz. But Trail gets a first down.
Yeah, and that's about a 30-yard pickup for Franco.
Time they hand the ball off, running to the left side. With it is Smith, and this time a good job by the Strasburg defense.
And what you called it, Curtis shot the gap, and Smith was actually able to avoid him, which would have been about a 3-4 yard loss, but then Curtis reversed field and still came in and made the tackle for about a 1 yard loss.
So 2nd and 11. Warriors once again in Strasburg territory. Fumbled the snap, able to pick it up and throw it, and it is incomplete.
Newhart, the intended receiver, was that Pryor?
I believe it was Pryor on the check that. Maybe it was Thomas. Was that number 4? Was it? It was Pryor Thomas.
With the glare,
It was a good play, whatever it
yes,
was. So it brings up 3rd
and I tell
and
you,
11.
Nick Newhart nearly made a circus catch.
He did. Push carriage rolling to his right, looking, throws it out complete for the first down. Pryor on the tackle, Rome with the catch. Nice job, push carriage rolling to his right, hitting his receiver on stride, and the Warriors get another first down. They're doing a nice job of running the clock a little bit and moving the ball. We're going to take a timeout, as there is a timeout on the field, and we'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to the Bill Baker Athletic Center here. Buckeye Trail leading 14-6. They're moving the ball 1st and 10, and they have it on the Tiger 22, Tommy, and they're doing a nice job of running some time off the clock as well.
Yeah, and they've been able to really control the line of scrimmage, and Bush Carriage with a big conversion there on 3rd down to get it to the 22.
Rome next to Push Carriage, and they hand it off to Franco. He goes around the left side. He just keeps his legs moving. Initial contact, he keeps going. He picks up 2 or 3 yards after initial contact just about every time, and he gets 8 there.
Rome having a monster night against TCC 2 weeks ago in Trail's victory. He had 180 yards for the game. He may get that here in the first half.
Again, they give it to Rome, I believe, going the right side, and he has the 1st down before being wrapped up by a host of Tiger players prior coming up off the bottom of the pile, but it's another 1st down.
And Franco did a nice job wrapping up the football. Strasburg, the initial tackler, got there. The second one reached in trying to strip Franco of the football, but he was able to hang on to it and get 5 yards and another 1st down.
So it's 1st and goal now.
Wow.
That was smooth enough.
Was that
Smith, I believe. Was that the fake scissor or was it a scissor? A little double handoff, but I think they faked the first one and gave it back across.
And I think that was Smith.
I believe it was Smith. So it's 2nd and goal from the 2. Warriors just dominating the line of scrimmage and marching down the field at will. Speaking of Smith with it again, and he's close to the goal line, but knocked down at about the half-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and goal. They're going to march it back to about the 1.5.
And this is a time-consuming ball
Yeah.
control drive here.
Yeah, they'd got the ball with about a little over 10 minutes left, and we're under 5. And this was after a stand deep in Strasburg territory.
And Woody, I wouldn't be surprised if Bush Carriage doesn't keep the ball here right up the gut.
You called it, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
Bush Carriage with the 1-yard touchdown run.
That was a textbook drive as they got the ball. They started on about the 15 and went 85 yards. And as we've said, I know we sound like a broken record. The only time Buckeye Trail has got stopped tonight is on penalties that they've committed. When they've been able to not commit penalties, they've been able to move it however they wanted to.
Don't feel bad. Half our audience tuning in here on KGP TV don't know what a record is.
That's true. They're going for 2. And Rome is going to be in the end zone. He stretched and got it. Again, after the initial hit, he kept going. And the Warriors are up 22-6.
You're right. He was stopped short, but on the lunge, he reached the ball out. Remember, the tip of the ball just has to touch the end zone line, and it did. And the Warriors up 22-6. 4:26 left here in the first half. We'll take a timeout after we hear from some of our sponsors.
I play for the Buckeye Trail Warriors, and I'm a quarterback and free safety. I started playing football when I was in 6th grade. I started to play because of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and I just like hitting people, and that's what keeps me in the game pretty much. Thanks for watching the Warriors and all the other teams here on KGP TV. Now let's get back to the action.
On our KGP Senior Spotlight. And what better way for Cover to bring it back to us after he just took it in for the Warriors' third touchdown here in the first half. And Woody, remember, the Warriors, they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Because they deferred, you're right.
They have an opportunity to get a defensive stop and really put some pressure on this Tiger squad from Strasburg.
The Warriors going to kick it off again. Short kick, and it goes out of bounds.
And don't forget, stay with us at halftime. We'll hear from the Buckeye Trail High School Marching Band under the direction of Doug Hanna. And plus, we hope to have a special interview with the athletic director here at Buckeye Trail, Aaron Bates.
So Strasburg has gotten great field position every time they've had the ball. The Warrior defense has really played tough. One pass interference penalty on a 3rd and long led to the Tigers' only score. And so the Warrior defense have to do it again as there's the pitch to Lindsey, and right there is the Warrior defense. He gets nothing.
And Woody, the one thing Buckeye Trail's been able to do defensively, Nick Newhart and Connor Pushcarriage, the safeties, they can come down in the box because the Warriors feel like their corners, Blake Bates and Franco Rome, can match up man to man. They don't have any help. So when your safeties can come down and kind of freelance some, that makes a big difference.
And that's played into the game plan of getting pressure on shoe ball. He's looking there, throws it out in the flat, complete. Lindsey, I think, again with the catch. It'll be a couple of yards short, so it'll bring up 3rd and about 3 on the 7-yard pass play.
Yeah, and for Strasburg to move the ball against this Warrior defense, that's what they need to do, get 4 receivers out. Because with just 2, whenever they run that, they are going to have trouble.
This time they have the 4 receivers out again, as our expert commentator said that. Then we had a flag on the play. Is it against the Warriors again?
And that will be a first down.
First down. The 8th penalty of the half for the Warriors. The one thing I'm sure Coach Kearns and staff are going to address at halftime is the penalties. So it's 1st and 10. The ball on the Tiger 41-yard line. Shoe ball back to pass. Looking now. Got some pressure. Throws on the run. Incomplete. What a hit. Newhart comes up and jars the ball loose from, I believe that was Lindsey on the far side. That was the intended receiver.
Wow, and that's twice Newhart in the first half has gotten there when the ball has. The earlier, I think on Strasburg's long touchdown drive, the receiver was able to hang on to the football. But that one, he was able to jar him out.
So here come the Tigers. Shoe ball back, looking across the middle, complete. Picking up the first down and more, going down the far sideline is Curtis, but he is wrestled down. Bates, I believe, on the stop.
And Woody, they just caught the Warriors in the wrong defense there. Curtis dragging across the middle, wide open. The Warriors haven't had many blown coverages, but that happened there.
1st and 10 on the 18. Shuba now looking to his left, throwing, and it is knocked down, almost intercepted. Snodgrass. I think it's the 2nd time he's knocked down a pass. So at 2nd and 10, Snodgrass for the second time tonight has knocked down a pass. Shoe ball back again, rolling to his right again, under pressure, trying to direct traffic, and he is going to be tackled. He did get back close to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and when Strasburg, whenever the Warriors, the one good thing for the Warriors defense is when Strasburg's got down inside the red zone, the field shrinks, and now the coverage gets even tougher. And Shoeball had nowhere to deliver the football on that play, and it's another 3rd down.
3rd and long. Ball on the 18-yard line. Shoeball again under pressure. He's got around, got at the corner, and was able to get on the outside, and he picked up the 1st down. I think the Warriors were looking for maybe a hold, but the flag didn't fly.
Well, I tell you, yeah, someone in the backfield really came back and peeled off the Warrior defender there. I don't know if that was Snodgrass or not, but fortunately he's okay because he did not see that block coming.
No, so it's 1st and goal from the 5 for Strasburg. 3 receivers wide to the left, 1 to the right, empty backfield, Shoeball with it, trying to get to the right side. He does, and he is going to be close to the goal line, but tackled and pushed back, and they're going to mark him at the 2, so his knee hit at the 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. Well, they're moving him back to the 4, 2nd and goal at the 4. So here we go again. Warriors trying to make a 2nd goal line stand of the night. Hand to Lindsey. Lindsey gets loose. Ball comes loose. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, but then dives forward.
Yeah, they're going to say he's in, and before the ball popped out. So 1:40 left. Strasburg able to chew up some time and cash in on the touchdown.
So to make it 22-12, Buckeye Trail.
I apologize. I think we had some technical difficulties with the microphone.
I can hear you now.
So the 2-point conversion.
Wow.
But we'll see what the penalty is. This may come back. It is. That was unbelievable shoe ball. Running down the bad snap. It almost sidearmed that one.
So they'll mark it back 5 yards. Play it again. So you got to give Strasburg credit that they were down 22-6, and all the momentum was on Buckeye Trail's side, and they've come back and had a much-needed touchdown here late in the 2nd quarter.
Well, man, that was almost a must score. Strasburg had to have that with the Warriors getting the ball to start the 2nd half.
Again, wide receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Shoe ball under pressure again. Throws it across the middle, complete for the 2-point conversion.
Wow.
Again, the Warriors wanting a hold in the backfield, but didn't get it. As Lindsey brings in the 2-point conversion. 1:40 left here in the half, and Strasburg's right back in it.
Yeah, shoe ball's been able to be a magician back there a couple of times to turn in plays that would be a disaster and then cash in, and now it's back to a 1-score game.
All right, great job. The Warriors are doing what their game plan was. They wanted to get pressure on Shoe Ball. Got to give Shoe Ball credit. This time around, he was able to dodge and dart around and make some things happen impromptu. And he's got these Tigers right back in the game.
And Woody, an update from Byesville. A big showdown. Coshocton leading Meadowbrook 14-12.
That one for the MVL Small School Championship, possibly. Whoever wins it will be in the driver's seat. There's the kickoff, and it is going to go out of bounds. So the Warriors are going to get great field position and plenty of time, a minute 40, to maybe get some points on the board. And as Tommy had said earlier, Buckeye Trail will get the ball to begin the second half.
Yeah, and we'll see what the Warriors' decent field position, and still a minute 40 left, and 2 timeouts left. So the Warriors, remember, you'll get the clock to stop on any first downs as well, and Strasburg's going to take a timeout, and we will too. 1:40 left here in Old Washington. Buckeye Trail leading Strasburg 22-14. Now let's hear from our sponsors.
Buckeye Trail with it coming out of the Strasburg timeout. There's a fumble on the exchange, but the Warriors fortunately fall on it as could have been
that could have been a disaster.
Bad
Yeah.
disaster. That's what I was looking for. But Rome was able to fall right on top of it, so it'll be 2nd and 10 from the.
Would you call that play the fall of Rome?
Ooh. Speaking of Rome, he scrambles up to the 40. Under a minute left here in the second quarter. No huddle for the Warriors.
After that line, a lot of the faithful out there are hoping my microphone goes out again.
Push carriage gives it to Rome. He's guiding his lineman through, and he gets on the outside and going to be knocked out of bounds down at about the 20-yard line. So with 2 timeouts, the Warriors have plenty of time to take a couple of shots at the end zone. Rome with a great job of pushing his lineman, guiding him through, and then when he saw the little crack in the seam, he was able to get outside.
Yeah, and Woody, I think that was Dakota Milliken who led that.
First carriage to look for the pass. Those are across the middle, incomplete. Newhart, the intended receiver.
And say, remember, excuse me, my man, Buckeye Trail has 2 timeouts left, so they can still use pretty much their entire playbook here with the ball at the 20.
Okay. We've had to exchange the football, get everything going. With the new restriction, a little confusion with the Warriors, but plenty of time on the play clock to get everybody set. Again, the little double handoff scissor cut. And that's Smith, I believe, right? Going down to near first down. They're about a yard short, so the Warriors will take a timeout.
And good move there by head coach Donnie Kearns, seeing that he was a yard short, immediately called the timeout. Because remember, if it's a first down, the clock stops to set the chains.
So 3rd and 1. Ball on about the 11, 17 seconds left. Warriors trying to answer back the score that Strasburg had. Buckeye Trail leading 22-14.
Remember, if the Warriors can pick up a first down here, that'll stop the clock and allow them time to get up while they set the chains. But, of course, it won't take them long because a first down will make it 1st and goal. So they'll really have to be up and ready to snap the football once it is set.
Got Hinkle to the left of push carriage. 3 receivers wide to the left, 1 receiver to the right.
Yeah, this may not be a bad time to take a shot.
The clock went, all right, 19 seconds on the clock. I gave him a couple of seconds. Rolling to his left, his push carriage thrown across the middle, complete. There is a flag on the play.
Now this, I wonder if this is roughing the.
Well, holding Buckeye Trail. Oh, another penalty.
So that will nullify the
touchdown. Ninth penalty of the half for Buckeye Trail, and they've all come at times. I mean, they're up 8, but Tommy, they could be up 2 more scores. So now it's 3rd. And
yeah, they threw the flag right where push carriage delivered the football.
3rd, and you got to go to Winterset to get the first down here.
Still 1 timeout left, so the middle of the field is in play.
Push carriage looking, going long, and it is incomplete, overthrowing. Rome, the intended receiver. That brings up 4th and 15. 9 seconds left. There was double coverage there, but Lindsey got behind both of them. He just couldn't run up under the path. Or, excuse me, Rome. Push carriage rolling to his right under pressure, looking, throwing, and incomplete. Some contact, and
wow, yes. And
that's a huge call and the correct call.
And since it was 4th and 15.
It'll be an automatic first down. Only 4 seconds left.
But, man, it still gives you
a shot
option and keep this drive alive.
So we'll mark it down to about the 14.
Okay, so it's not an automatic first down, but they'll get to
get one more shot
replay it, yeah. And the Warriors have a timeout. They may take one here to think about it.
So 22-14. Warriors with the lead here with 4 seconds left the second quarter. They have a 4th. They got to get in the end zone. 4th on the 13-yard line to get it into the end zone. And, Tommy, the Warriors came out and scored first right after they stopped at Strasburg, but came out and scored first on a 75-yard drive, and it was a 7-yard pass push carriage to Newhart with 7 minutes left. But then coming right back was the Tigers, and they tied it at 6 on a 2-yard pass play. Warriors scored 2 more times and looked like they were in control, but Strasburg coming back down and scored with 1:40 left to make it a 8-point game. And so you got to give Strasburg credit. It looked like when Buckeye Trail was ready to really take command of this game, Strasburg came back, and if they can stop it here, it's an 8-point game going into halftime. So here we go. 4th down, 4 seconds left. Warriors need 13 yards for a touchdown. Don't think the first down would do them any good because the clock would run out. Push carriage looking, going to the corner. He's got a man, and it is caught for the touchdown. Nick Newhart.
Throw it up to the 6'4" sophomore, and I love the play design. The Warriors, 3 receivers to the right. That set up single coverage, and as soon as Push carriage looked at the defense, surveyed the secondary, it was one-on-one coverage, and he just threw it out to the pylon, and Newhart went and got it, and that is a huge touchdown, and what a way to close the first half.
And it's huge for a couple of reasons. They go back up 2 scores, and they get the ball, Buckeye Trail, to begin the 3rd quarter. So they'll go for 2. And now we have another flag. Oh, my.
It could be an illegal substitution, maybe.
Whatever it is, they're having a hard time figuring it out.
But Newhart, that is his second touchdown.
And he had, I believe, a 2-point conversion catch, too, didn't he? I don't know what he said, but
yeah, little.
Illegal shift, they said.
All
okay.
Right. So again, same thing. 3 receivers to the right. Newhart to the left.
Rolling to his right, looking under some pressure, throws it wide open. Is complete. And who was that? Is that Smith?
I believe so.
Smith with the catch. 30-14 at the half, and Buckeye Trail ends the half. And Tommy, they answer that score. They get the ball with 1:40, and they drive and enter the score. So great end of a half for the Warriors.
And Woody, it put you up 2 scores at 16, 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions. Plus, Buckeye Trail will get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. And when they have eliminated penalties, they've been unstoppable, and they've been able to overcome penalties as well. But I'm sure that's one thing Coach Kearns will address at the half. So for Strasburg and head coach Curtis Metzger, he's got to try to figure out, because the Warriors, they've got the running game going and the passing game as well. So we'll now get ready for the Buckeye Trail marching band here at the half and listen to them in an interview with Aaron Bates, as well as hearing from our fine sponsors. So enjoy the KGP TV halftime show.
Oh God. Oh boy. I got good as soon as it hit my tongue.
Good.
I'm sweating back.
Oh my God, look at him.
I'm on the dot, bro.
It's hot. It's hot. It's got a little kick to it.
Ow.
Did you put it right on your tongue?
And react to it. But here we go. Last thing, not even really a question. This is.
Oh my goodness.
This is bad.
It's hot. Wow.
I got sweat. I'm sweaty.
Just like
We're small. We don't have a lot of kids.
Yeah. And how?
Whoa.
That one hit you?
Yep.
That one tasted horrible. Yeah. Yeah. That bird's right there.
All right, welcome back to beautiful Old Washington, Ohio, in the campus of Buckeye Trail High School, the Bill Baker Activity Complex. We're at the half in our pivotal IVC showdown. It's Buckeye Trail leading Strasburg 30-14, and I'm truly honored to be joined by none other than Aaron Bates, the man that's on the top of the totem pole as far as handling athletics out here at Buckeye Trail. And Aaron, first of all, I want to personally thank you. I know you were working feverishly throughout the first half trying to find the culprit who sabotaged my microphone for the majority of the first half, but you came up and told me there were just way too many suspects, so you're going to kind of close the case.
Yeah, I can't believe that somebody would do that to you around here.
Oh, I'm not surprised. But AB, I want to ask you, being, athletic director and handling everything out here, with everything that's been going on with the pandemic, just what has your life been like since, say, middle of last March?
Yeah, it's gone in waves. There's been good times, bad times. I'm just glad that we're here now and we're playing. I don't think at the end of July, beginning of August, I thought we'd be sitting here watching a football game right now. So just happy that we're here, we're playing. We got fans in the stands. People seem to be healthy, so hopefully that can continue.
Are you pleased with how the Warrior sports programs have handled the protocol, so to speak?
Our coaches, our kids, our players, obviously there's a lot of things that we have to do, on top of the stuff we already had to do before. And that makes it difficult, but they've just been really respectful about the whole process. They've understood that, hey, this could be taken away at any moment. Let's do everything that we possibly can, make sure we follow the guidelines, as closely as we can, because we want to play sports. And I've just been, really happy with that, and they've respected the process the whole way.
All right. Well, AB, I know today's Friday. Do you have any idea what the date is?
I don't. What is it?
I believe it's September the 18th, and I don't know what I was doing yesterday, but I do know what you were doing 10 years ago on September 18th, 2010. Any idea? If not, let me refresh your memory.
This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt to try to send it to a second overtime. Conroy, it's a fake. Bates is going to throw. He's going. Touchdown! Michigan State wins it in overtime. The call of the year.
Wow, does that look familiar? Bring back memories?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, you didn't tell me you were going to do that.
Well, would you have come up? No, you wouldn't. But, AB, let me ask you, when when the drive was happening, and so many of us remember that night, and you're on the sideline, when did you know for sure that if you got down there in field goal range, you were going to fake it?
You know, I've told the story a bunch, but we always had a fake in every week. Sometimes we thought it was a good idea, sometimes we didn't. That was a week that I had a pretty good idea we were going to run it if we got the chance. And on third down, I think it was 3rd and 8, Coach D looks at me and he says, hey, he goes, if we don't get this, you want to run it? And I said, that's not my call. That's your call. And we get sacked. I think it's like 4th and 14, and at that point it's like, well, we're either throwing a touchdown or we're losing the game. So went out there and it worked, and you know, all it is me throwing an easy pass to a wide open guy. So.
And such a big thrill at the end. They pointed out you did play quarterback in high school, and mentioned John Glenn as well. Now you got to kind of cut Notre Dame some slack, because I don't know how much head coach John Kelly actually let you throw the football at John Glenn. So there wasn't a lot of film, was there?
I threw the ball more as a punter at Michigan State than I did as a quarterback at John Glenn. So, yeah, they were surprised that I threw the ball as well as I did, and I said, honestly, I didn't know I could throw it this well.
But hey, we didn't mean to ambush tonight, because I knew you wouldn't come up here this humble. But such a great thrill, and truly one of the most memorable plays of the decade. And then for us to be able to celebrate in a play that you got to make that and bring some some pub and some good vibes our way. That was real good. The county and the area was very proud of you, my man.
It was good to be part of college football history, and and not that difficult of a play, but just the moment makes it special. So good to look back on it.
Well, I tell you what, you think that was special? If you find out who sabotaged my microphone through all the suspects, that'll be even more impressive.
I agree.
They'll be showing this 10 years from now. Okay.
I agree.
But hey, my man, a great job with
you.
the way you're handling things out here. And like you said, here we are, week 4, and to think, football's still going. Big Ten is now up and running. Being a former Spartan, I'm sure that had to make you happy this week.
Yeah, as many people as can play and get that experience, and I sure like watching them on TV on Saturday, so I'll enjoy that.
All right. Well, Aaron, you're a class act, my man, and good luck with everything the rest of the football season. And as you gear up for the playoffs, that'll be interesting. Every team has the opportunity to make the playoffs, and that ought to be special.
Yeah, and I think we got a quality team here. We can get healthy, win these last few games. I think we got a chance to win a game or two, maybe even host one, and that would definitely be special for us.
All right. Well, AB, I don't know what was more impressive, the touchdown pass or looking at you here. What, you had to be, 12 years old when you made the play? Come on.
I wish that was the
10
case.
years ago, and you look like you're 22 now. So, very impressive, my man. And, hey, best of luck the rest of the season. And thanks for joining us here on KGP TV and taking care of us like you do.
Yep. Nope. Thanks for being here, guys.
All right. And we'll look as Woody Biggs
All right, we're beginning the third quarter after a great interview with Austin Bates, and Buckeye Trail getting it and running around the midfield.
And that's Brendan Bates there.
And so the Warriors, who ended the half with a score to increase their lead to 30-14, begin the second half with a great opportunity to add to their lead.
And, You know, the night's rolling for the Warriors with the timing. We'll get to interview Aaron Bates and then Brendan Bates on the return. So there's Bates everywhere making plays.
Handoff, and again, the Warriors doing what they've been doing, just running it one side to the other, sweep to the left, sweep to the right. And so that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, it didn't look like Rome had a lot of room there, and you look up and he still picked
Right.
up a solid 4 yards.
Again, Rome in motion with it. This time he is tackled in the back, and there is a fumble.
Well, wow, that was
How in the world did it look like a Snodgrass?
Snodgrass, yes.
I didn't even see him around the ball. But a good job there was Curtis who came in and blew up that play for Strasburg, and so it's 3rd and 12.
Yeah, if Strasburg, they cannot afford to give up another score if they want to get back in this.
There's a long pass down and incomplete on 3rd and long. Good job breaking up by Pryor. Intended receiver was Newhart. And so I think this may be the first time tonight that the Warriors punt.
Second
time?
yeah.
Second?
You had the
Okay.
shank punt.
That's right.
Went back at their own end zone, which the defense was able to come up and keep points off the board. But Strasburg, give the Tigers credit there. They needed a 3 and out to start the second half, and they got one.
They couldn't allow Trail to score and go down 3 scores. Nice punt that takes a good Buckeye Trail roll all the way inside the 15 down to about the 12-yard line. And so the Warriors unable to score, but they are able to pin the Tigers back against their end zone.
And with Cape Shoeball, the outstanding quarterback for Strasburg, they're explosive anywhere on the field. This game's not over.
No.
Warrior defense needs to come out and take control on this drive.
So here comes Strasburg out. The pitch. No, fakes the pitch. Pressure again. Sidearm pass. Intercepted. Newhart again with the catch, this time from the other quarterback. So he's had, 2 touchdown passes?
Yes.
A 2-point conversion and an interception tonight.
Wow, and he just read Shoeball's eyes. And Woody, being a former quarterback yourself, watch, the one thing you cannot do is throw late over the middle, and that's what Shoeball was flushed out of the pocket, rolling left, throwing late over the middle.
Trying to throw back against his body and unable to get a whole lot on it. And you're right, Newhart right there for the pick. Push carriage with the keeper. Or check that. That was Rome. Direct snap to Rome, wasn't it? And he gets down inside the 5.
And Woody, the Warriors, they'll go to this package a couple of times during the game. They'll just put Rome back there, put push carriage out wide left, and it'll be direct snap and let Rome find running room. You know how many yards he got on that?
15.
15, all right.
Same play, and it works for the touchdown. So Strasburg did what they needed to do in stopping the Warriors on the first set of plays from the half, but the defense of Buckeye Trail comes up big with the Newhart interception. Push carriage was back, or check that, Rome with back-to-back runs. Gives the Warriors a 36-14 lead.
Warriors wanted to come out in the second half and really try to put this game away. And, still plenty of time left, but they're close to doing it.
Yeah, it's the way the defense has played so far, down 3 scores, Strasburg's really going to have to turn some things up as they do stop the 2-point conversion. And, Trail's been successful all night long in getting pressure on Shoeball. And when they flush him out of the pocket, he's not as accurate as he usually is, and they've done a nice job of doing that.
So 9:53 left here in the third quarter. Warriors score again and lead 36-14. We'll take a timeout and hear from our sponsors.
After a Newhart interception, it was Franco Rome with 2 runs back-to-back, and the Warriors are up 36-14 as now they kick off, and Bates with the tackle.
And Woody, it is the third quarter, which is time for the my proverbial shout out to my little grandbaby, Hattie Faye Strasser, who is tuned in to KGP TV and listening to us. So hello there, Hattie, and look forward to seeing you again real soon.
There's a Shoeball loses the ball, goes off his helmet, picks it back up. But again, the Warrior defense all over it.
Shane Smith was there.
I was going to say that your son just posted a picture of your grandbaby with Ohio State gear, and I know being a Razorback fan, that's going to cause some friction in the family there. We're going to.
Oh, trust me, she has enough Razorback gear right there. And tell you, Shane Smith and Austin Payton in to help bring Shoeball down 2nd and 15. Warrior defense really taking over.
They are. Here to throw it out in the flat again. Good job, Warrior defense, but a cutback by Pryor, and what could have been a loss. He stopped on a dime and then cut back against the grain and picked up about 7 yards.
Yeah, and Woody, Shane Smith does not get credit for a tackle there, but he forced Pryor back inside where, some blue helmets could get to the football and make the tackle. If he gets outside of Smith, he may still be running.
3rd and 8, rolling to his right, Shoeball. Now he's going to try to run it, and he cannot get anywhere as he's ran down from behind by Payton.
Yeah, Austin Payton, a sack a couple plays ago there, and now stopping him on 4th down. We'll see what Strasburg, they may really have to go for it here.
Down 22 with 8:45 third quarter. I don't know. And you haven't been able to stop Buckeye Trail. I think, you have to go for it. Let's see what happens. Shoeball punts from the quarterback position a lot. He is looking to pass. Again, under pressure. Throwing the ball, and it is complete, but short of the first down. Good job by the Buckeye Trail defense, forcing the defender to come up short, not allowing him to make the curl where he wanted to.
Yeah, and it looked like Strasburg was almost trying to set up a screen, but Shoeball had to throw the ball sooner than he wanted to.
So the Warriors get excellent field position. On the Strasburg 47-yard line.
Yeah, and Woody, I think that was Newhart who was there to knock him out of bounds a yard short of the first down.
Roman motion, push carriage with it, and he's going to be stacked up for no gain at all. As He's tackled by, I believe, Reifenschneider. There's a number out there that we don't have, but
Is that 51?
no, it was
Because I think Thomas switched numbers.
I think 76 is out there, but could be my old eyes too.
That's
Miscarriage hands the ball off to Rome. And again, no gain. So the Strasburg defense, last two plays, tightening it up a little bit. It brings up 3rd and 10.
Would it be remiss if we didn't give a shout out, talking about a blast from the past, the good doctor, Richard Hall, tuning in to KGP TV, watching the Warriors, and text me for a shout out, and I think you still owe him $5 from the last time y'all did a game together, and he bought your dinner. So, well, $5. Let's guess where you went. McDonald's.
A $5 footlong is there. Is a push there. It's first time tonight Strasburg has got to him, and there's also a penalty flag down. So we'll have to wait and see a Strasburg player down. So we'll have to sort things out and see what's going on. Let's take a break, and we'll come back and sort things out after this. All right, 66, Zach Cheney. We figured out who 66 was thanks to folks up here in the press box. Was the young man injured? The penalty on the play was intentional grounding. So it's 4th and 25 for the Warriors, and they'll be forced to punt. Here with 6:53. We're glad that Zach was able to walk off under his own power. Little punt that gets a Warrior roll down to the 38-yard line. So Strasburg will get the ball back, trailing by 22.
Yeah, and Warriors had Noah Betts back there punting that one, giving him some work. Noah Betts, 5'9", 155-pound sophomore. He's been kicking off. And after everything Franco Rome has done tonight for the Warriors, he probably didn't mind taking that play off.
So the Tigers hanging around. Down 22, and a big stop there. But, you know,
Yeah.
they're so explosive. They can score on big plays.
Yes.
The shoe ball with it. And gives it to Lindsey, who goes across the 40 to the 42 for 4 yards.
Yeah, Nick Burris, senior on the tackle there. And again, Strasburg had some success moving the ball early, but the adjustments, defensive coordinator Bill Hartmeyer has made Warriors have really controlled it since.
Wow. Oh, there's a sack. Talking about adjustments as a blitz off of the corner. And Shoeball didn't even have time to blink.
Yeah, and Shane Smith has lived in the backfield tonight. And, man, he had a dead beat on a Shoeball, and the glad Shoeball seen him at the last second, or that would not have been good.
So it's 3rd and 14. Shoe ball back in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He drops the ball, looking again under pressure. He tried to set up the screen. It's sniffed out by Buckeye Trail.
Yeah, Snodgrass.
Snodgrass and a host of Warrior jerseys finally blow up that play, and it's going to be 4th down and about 20 with the ball down to 30.
And Woody, again, right there, the Warriors cover 0 there. No safeties anywhere. Everybody push carriage, and Newhart, they came down from their safeties and matched up man on man, and they have not been able to beat the Warriors too much against their defense.
Warriors had nobody back for the punt. They blitz, and a great punt by Shoeball. It goes all the way down to the 25-yard line, but the Warrior defense does it again, and they'll get the ball at the 25 with the 22-point lead and 4 minutes, 47 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And by the way, I'm sure that the good doctor meant to say you owed him the $5. Because I've never known you to buy a meal, so it would have to be him when you're with me. So I'm just saying. Buckeye Trail with the ball. Another fumble on the exchange, and Trail comes up with it. So it'll be 2nd and 11.
So, yeah,
both teams have come out a little bit sloppy here in the second half. And so I'm sure Coach Kearns wants to get the Warriors. They were sharp the first half, get them back to where they were playing that way here with the lead. This time push carriage with it, and he bowls his way across the left side and gets all the way up near the 35-yard line. They're going to say the 34, and it'll be 3rd and about 1.5 yards.
Woody, you know, we've been giving shout-outs. How about this? It's fitting after the Connor push carriage run. Shout out to his grandparents, Ralph and Diane Fisher, listening from Fort Erie, Ontario.
Wow. We've gone international.
We are officially gone a worldwide broadcast.
Speaking of push carriage, there he goes around the right side. Going to be close. Picked up a yard. He may be a little bit short. It'll be 4th down. Oh, no, what is it? Is it 1st down? I think they're going to move the chains.
Yeah, that's
wow.
But Woody, speaking of Ralph and Diane Fisher, the grandparents of Connor, they will tell you that it's their side of the family that Connor gets his great hair from. So they take credit for that. But, you know, we'll delve into Connor's hair later on in the broadcast.
There's a handoff. A 2-yard gain. That was Smith, I believe, on the tackle. Yeah, a lot of men would be jealous of Connor's hair.
Yeah.
Second and 8.
And I tell you, Coach Kearns would love to really put this game away, a time-consuming drive, run the football down, and put another touchdown on the board, and that would, for all intents and purposes, wrap this one up.
Second and 8. They're doing nothing fancy. They're just running it up, picking up 2 or 3 yards at a time up the middle. And again, the Buckeye Trail line doing what it's done all night. They've pushed open some holes, so it'll be 3rd and about 6.5.
Yeah, feel bad. Strasburg, number 99, made the tackle. Nice play, but unfortunately, he's not on our roster.
3rd and 7. Coach Carrick's going to take it himself and pulls his way up. Wow. For the first down near midfield.
I tell you now, Connor, one thing, you kind of like you see your quarterback avoid the hits, but when he gets going up the middle and he sees the safeties coming up, he's the one putting the hammer down, yes.
Yeah.
The old verbiage, hit or be hit, and he prefers to do the hitting even when he's toting the football. You know me, I'm hook sliding every time.
I know you. Speaking of, he breaks it open at the 35. 40.
Can he get there?
Back. Is he going to make it? Oh! At the 1 foot line. So Connor with the 49 or 48.5-yard run.
Yeah, well, it was. I think at the 49 was this side of midfield.
So it's a 50-yard run.
A 50-yard run, yes.
And just came up a half a yard short.
Wow.
The Warriors now 1st and goal with 50 seconds left, 3rd quarter, and this will put it away if they can punch it in with 1 quarter.
And I think they're going to let him do it.
And they are. And Connor, as he should, takes it in for the score, makes it 36-14.
And wow, what a, fitting drive. Plug his grandparents in Ontario. Get to mention his hair, and then a 50-yard run and touchdown. That was that drive sponsored by the Push Carriage and Fisher family.
Plus, he was the on the hot seat, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yes.
Senior spotlight.
Oh yeah, that was a Push Carriage Fisher drive there.
Mm-hmm. So 42-14.
Of course, sprinkled in with a little Dr. Hall, and I tell you, that they'll be replaying this drive for years to come.
Yeah, forget the Aaron Bates kick. This is what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Our fake field goal.
I still want to know who sabotaged my microphone earlier. That's
Rachel did.
That's been the big story. Woody, that's the amazing part. Is that, I'm getting texts from the nurse Tracy Taylor, Lacey Tidrick, and Holly Dyer, and they're all saying that we can barely hear you, and then they're all replying, but don't get us wrong, we're not complaining, so.
I've never thought I've ever heard the phrase "barely hear you" and Tom Strasser in the same sentence.
Yeah. Jenny Leggett said this was been the best night she's had in a while listening to a game. It's been crazy.
Going for two of the Warriors. Connor going out, throwing it in, caught by Smith, I believe.
Shane Smith, yes.
44-14. The Warriors are getting close to their second win of the season with the fourth quarter left.
Yeah, and Woody, when you look at this Warrior squad, next week they head to East Canton, and then come back, good Lord willing, 2 weeks from tonight. We'll close out the regular season, the official, unofficial.
Right.
Or week 6 against Newcomerstown, and the Warriors, they keep building like this. They can go in possibly 4-2, heading for the playoffs. And during the fourth quarter, we'll update the some of the playoff information that came out this week to let you know what's going on and what you can look for. But I tell you, Buckeye Trail, like we said last week, you look at the score, 24-8 Warriors. They did a lot of nice things last week in that loss, and they have just continued to build. And Coach Kearns, outside of the penalties, and they have kind of cut those down here in the second half.
I imagine they were addressed at the
No, you don't think you don't think Coach Kearns said anything about the penalties at the half.
Warriors a kickoff. Short kick fielded by one of the men up front at the 30. And tackled by Betts.
Yeah, Noah Betts.
I believe that was Lindsay that made the return.
I tell you, Strasburg's got some nice skilled position players. Lindsey, Pryor. When you get them out in space, and again, Cape Shoeball, we cannot say enough about this kid.
Yeah, the difference I think has been the line, and
Yes.
you just look at the roster. Strasburg, you're looking at 190, 185, and you look at Buckeye Trail, they're going against kids 260, and it's just the line has really made the difference tonight for the Warriors. Shoeball with a little screen pass out, and good pursuit by Buckeye Trail again. Bates there on the stop.
And again, I'm impressed with the way the Warriors have covered tonight. And at the end of the third quarter, 44-14 Warriors. Let's hear from our sponsors, and we'll be back for fourth quarter action here on KGP TV.
Beginning of the fourth quarter, 44-14, Buckeye Trail with the lead. It's 1st and 10 for Strasburg at their 41-yard line. Shoeball hands it off to Lindsey, and he is wrapped up immediately and thrown to the ground. Shepard.
And that's good to see Shepard. Remember,
right, he was hobbling off.
Had an ankle, and he's still kind of hobbling, but
he didn't hobble on that tackle.
He ran.
He ran him down.
Yeah, they've got him right over the center and making it tough.
3rd and 10. It just seemed like Strasburg's had 3rd and long all night long. There's a little pass out in the flat and getting the first down.
I think they're going to say
Like
he
it short?
stepped out.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. He went beyond the first down marker, but they're going to say he stepped out about 4 yards
way
short.
back short. So,
Yeah.
4th and 4. We got 3 receivers to the right. 4th down. Of course, Strasburg having to go forward here in the 4th quarter, down by 30. Throw the ball out to the left to Lindsey, no good, and the Tigers turn it over on downs.
Yeah, 10:40 with the running clock now, and we'll give a plug to Caleb Graham. He, the main man at KGP TV. He did a great job working out at the fair, providing people an opportunity, with the circumstances going on and not being able to go out there to let people watch it live, and also for the first time ever covering four games tonight.
Yeah.
And we'd like to thank Jody Williams as well as everyone out there who chose the Melatones of Woody Biggs tonight.
There's a handoff and a good.
And that's Brendan Bates.
I think so.
And Logan Hinkle in the backfield. So Shane Smith and Franco Rome, job well done.
Well deserved tonight, yeah.
But Woody, we talked about, this game being on Coshocton at Meadowbrook, a barn burner going on there, as well as Bellsville and Bridgeport.
And then the Malvern game's on tonight as well.
River and Magnolia.
Okay.
That was the four. So a lot of games, and KGP TV happy to bring them. And hey, good luck to the Cambridge Bobcats tomorrow. They've got a big game. The team from Lima coming down to do battle with the Bobcats.
9:35 clock running. Warriors close to moving up their record at 2-2. And some of the younger Warrior players are getting some action now late. Great pursuit by Lindsey there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he's quite the ball player. Just a junior.
Yeah, Bates dropped in the backfield. That may have been Tavion Thomas.
Oh.
Yeah, and what a thrill for a lot of these youngsters getting to play under the lights. Friday nights as Warriors a man short. Bates comes on.
Ooh, nice punt. Wow, fair catch. Oh.
Williman with the was that Bats who punted the football?
I think so.
Man, that was a nice punt.
Nice. You're right. With the shortened season and 2-2, everybody's going to have a shot if they want to go to the playoffs. So, with the Warriors' schedule, they're playing. East Canton. Every time you go up there, it's a tough place to play. But that's a team that Strasburg beat last week.
Yes.
So Coach Garns feels like he can get them on as that pass is dropped, can get his kids on the roll that they can enter into the playoffs with a lot of momentum. So it's 2nd and 10 as that pass was dropped. Pryor was the intended receiver there.
Yeah,
and I think we've got some new people
in
for Strasburg.
And that was Donovan Geiger on the coverage for the Warriors, I believe.
There's a pitch. Oh, Warriors defense again.
Austin Payton Boy, has he came
He's
up with
played
some big plays here in the
plays.
second half. Tyler Dodd coming in. I tell you, Coach Kearns trying to get everybody in this game. And as my partner here is looking for his helmet, he may get the call here in the last 7.5.
Third down and long. Pass across the middle, complete, and a great open field tackle. That'll bring up fourth down.
That was Curtis on the catch. And I believe Cohen Egan, a freshman, with the tackle.
So fourth down and 22, or 4th and 4, I'm sorry, on the, about the 20, 30-yard line. So Strasburg going for it. There's a throw across the middle, incomplete. And so the Warriors get the ball again.
And I tell you what, with the running clock, well, it'll change on the change. They'll stop on the change of possession. The officials, they've done a nice job tonight, but they let a blatant hold go right there. Shoe ball, they're going,
we're ready.
Let that go, yeah. That may have been one where if it was complete, then you throw the flag. But if it's not, play on. So, and look for Nick Newhart to come in and play quarterback for the Warriors. And what a night Connor Pushcarriage had.
Yes, he did. Got some confusion. The Warrior running out on the field with all the new subs late.
Yeah,
some of that happens.
Logan Hinkle.
All right. Keeping the ball as the quarterback.
Like I said, Nick Newhart, what a game he's had on both sides of the football. He's only a sophomore and getting some work for potentially could be the starting quarterback next year.
Yes, he's done. He's had like 2 touchdown receptions, an interception.
Yes.
And a 2-point conversion, and now he's doing a little quarterbacking.
And that's Donovan Geiger.
Right. That brings up third down. 5.5 clock moving. It's a running clock situation when a team leads by 30 or more in the second half, and the Warriors are up 30.
And Woody, I said Newhart on the run. That may have been Geiger on the previous play. But Newhart is still out there at wide receiver.
Geiger, a freshman. Hands the ball off to Betts. Noah, did he break it? He breaks it and gets the first down. He was wrapped up. And I thought the play was dead, and all of a sudden he squirts out. Tell you what, the Warrior, all the running backs, I know we mentioned Rome, but all of them are good at keeping their feet moving and picking up yards after the hit, and that's just a great example there. Oh, it's 1st and 10 from the 17, 4.5 minutes left in the game clock running.
So what a nice bounce back win for the Warriors.
There goes Geiger. He goes into the, is it there? No, they're going to say the 1 foot line.
And Woody, Donovan Geiger, a freshman, he hadn't played quarterback before. He's been quarterback in the JV team, and you could just see him growing leaps and bounds. And kid very elusive, and looks like Geiger's going to come out.
Did a nice job moving the Warriors down, and Strasburg's going to take the timeout with 3:40 left. The Warriors up 30, looking to move to 2-2 on the season.
So the score just in from Byesville. Congratulations to Meadowbrook. They remain undefeated and really sew up the MVL title, knocking off Coshocton 36-28. Had a chance to talk to Coach Clendening, who's done a great job with them. He knew it would be a battle. It was senior night, and the Redskins came to play, but Meadowbrook, they needed a game like that, Woody, after the blowouts that they've been putting on people the last few weeks.
That was a good game for them, a good win. Of course, Coshocton and Meadowbrook are both former ECOL foes or rivals that both transferred over to the MVL this year. And so, big win for the Colts. All right, it's 1st and goal from the 1. Strasburg had the timeout. Buckeye Trail.
And I think Pushkarich just had to come in when Geiger limped off. Oh, hey, and Woody, this is neat.
Okay.
They're going to let Ethan Carpenter score, and look, and Strasburg, what a great show of sportsmanship. Look at it, they're all celebrating, and this is what high school sports and football is all about right there. And kudos to Strasburg for letting this. And Ethan Carpenter, he scooted around the left end, juked the defender, and took it on into the house for his first touchdown.
Even the Strasburg bench cleared the field and came over and congratulated Ethan. So what a great sign of sportsmanship.
Yeah, and look at him. He's running. Look at him. Yes.
All right, that's the highlight of the night.
He is such a great kid, and I tell you, the folks back at Strasburg, you ought to be very proud of your football team. What a class act, and this was good that they could have it. So that's why Connor came in, was to give Ethan the ball, and he took it in.
That's a great the play of the night right there.
Yes.
Well, it makes it 50-14.
And now, the Warriors will just take the knee. Yeah.
So a night that everything's going well for Buckeye Trail. We talked about Nick Newhart and his tremendous night. Connor Pushkarich, Shane Smith. It's just been offensively Rome.
And Woody.
It's just everybody offensively. And now top it all off, Ethan Carpenter with his touchdown.
And I tell you what, you just go ahead and talk. Why don't you give a shout out to our producer tonight, because I can now officially or unofficially tally up Franco Rome's numbers on the ground.
All right, Alex Strasser, our producer tonight, doing a great job, and the hardest working Strasser I know. She's going to leave here and go to work tonight and probably work tomorrow. So, Alex does a great job.
Hey, if she's going to continue to live under my roof, she's got to keep her dad in the life of luxury. So,
how many of us it take to keep him in the life of luxury? I'll tell you what, Alex, it's too many. As we said, Trail will get move to 2-2, go up to East Canton next week, then come back here for the final game of the shortened regular season to take on Newcomerstown.
And Woody, unofficially, I hope I hadn't cheated him out of any yardage. We got Franco Rome for 245 yards, and wow.
That's
And just got a text from some of the Trail faithful talking about how classy Strasburg was for that. That meant a lot to that kid in this community. And
there's the kickoff. And good pursuit by the Warriors. Williman was the return man.
yeah, Brady Hastings
yeah.
and Donovan Geiger on the tackle. And again, you know, you're looking at the Trail JV team made up of a lot of freshmen. So you see some of the young talent and athletes coming.
A lot of the youngsters for both sides getting some playing time tonight. Clock running with coming up on 3 minutes. Hand off to the running back, and he loses the ball. Looks like Buckeye Trail's on it. So they will get it again. 1st and 10 on the 17.
Yeah, and that was Riley Bryan, 6'2", 261-pound freshman. There's Charlie Perry was in there as well.
Well, the Warriors just need to run out the clock. And go celebrate a victory. Again, we thank all of our sponsors who made this possible tonight here on KGP TV. Our next trail game will be 2 weeks from tonight, with the Newcomers Town will be coming to Old Washington.
And the Warriors are just going to take a knee here.
So, Tommy, the Warriors have the games left. We'll assume they'll get the playoffs. 4-2, they have a shot of possibly, if they can win the next two, of possibly hosting the game.
It'll be interesting as Larry Baxter has come in, Brennan McComb, B-Comb in there as well. So the Warriors in Woody will look at the Warriors take a knee here. We'll update. We'll try to update some on the playoff situation here after this play.
Donovan Geiger, they are waiting, and they're just letting the clock run down as much as possible before they take the snap.
Yeah, and Woody will let everyone know a couple of things. The playoffs start week 7. Now, yesterday was the entry deadline. If you were not wanting to participate in the playoffs, you had to let them know by yesterday. The regions were being drawn today, so some teams will have to switch regions to balance them, out. Coaches, the 29th and 30th of this month, the coaches will vote to seed the teams in their region. And then the brackets will be posted October the 1st. And the higher seeds of each game, they will host all the way at least through the regional semifinals. Okay. And then, Woody, here's the thing of note. A lot of the teams that finish up, seeded up at the top, some of them will receive first-round buys to balance it out. But if you receive a first-round bye for week 7, you have the option of picking up a game and playing that. And that would be an interesting thing. Do you do that or do you take the week off?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, so like I said, exciting. And I applaud the OHSAA, how they've worked this out through these trying times. Hats off to them.
All right. it may be the last play of the game right there. I think it is, as the Warriors are victorious 50-14 in a night that Buckeye Trail played well offensively and defensively. He had a lot of offensive stars tonight, including Ethan Carpenter, who got the 1-yard run to end it out. So
the Big E.
Strasburg falls to 1-3, and the Warriors go to 2-2. They sort of wave the helmets at each other because we're not allowed to shake hands, and the Warriors have a big win tonight.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, once again, thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. We'll take a quick timeout and come back and wrap things up here in Old Washington. The Warriors, big 50-14 over Strasburg. Let's listen to some of our sponsors, hear from them one final. Hey, always good seeing you, my man.
50-14, Buckeye Trail with the big win. Tonight they jumped out 6-0 on a 7-yard pass from push carriage to Newhart with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Strasburg came back, though, and tied it at 6 on a 32-yard pass from shoe ball to Pryor. Buckeye Trail answered right back. Shane Smith on a 5-yard run on a three-play 75-yard drive. And then push carriage on a 1-yard run made it 22-6 in the second quarter with 1:40 left in the first half. Snyder scored again on a run for Strasburg. It was 22-14, and with 1:40 left, Buckeye Trail got it back, and maybe the biggest drive of the game. They went down and scored with no time left on the clock, a 13-yard pass, push carriage to Newhart, and it was 30-14. The third quarter, Newhart, after an interception, gave Buckeye Trail the ball back, and Rome scored on a 5-yard run. And then later, push carriage scored on a 1-yard run after running it 50 yards and got tackled right at the half-yard line. And then the final score of the night, Strasburg showing some great class. Ethan Carpenter scored on a 1-yard run. And the Warriors go to 2-2 with the 50-14 win over Strasburg. They will go on to East Canton next week, and then in the shortened regular season here at home. Another final score: Barnesville, the Shamrocks beat the Shenandoah Zeps 22-8 in area scores. And as we said earlier, Meadowbrook defeated Coshocton 36-28 to be put in the driver's seat. They haven't clinched anything, but they're sort of put in the driver's seat of the MVL, a small division school. And one more, the Redskins, Caldwell defeat Monroe Central, 36-33 in what was a bar.
Wow, yes.
So some great games in the area tonight.
Yeah, and Meadowbrook with a big win, Buckeye Trail with a big win, Cambridge with a big game tomorrow, and then we'll look to in the evening for that, where we'll look back at the big games that were played tonight and then look ahead the next weekend's games as well. And once again, we want to thank Aaron Bates, the athletic director out here at Trail, for his fine hospitality and allowing us to, didn't mean to embarrass him, but relive his memorable moment, victory over Notre Dame while he played for the Spartans. And congratulations to the Warriors as well. Big win, 50-14. And Woodman, enjoyed working with you. And thanks for carrying a good bit of the broadcast in the first half.
Yeah, after you sabotaged your own microphone. But
I know, I thought it was your mic I had sabotaged. Wait till Aaron Bates finds out it was me who sabotaged the microphone, and I thought it was yours, but it ended up being mine. Well, I've learned my lesson because I've done it to Dave Holdren, working with him enough. You sabotage his mic, and it came back to bite me. So I learned my lesson.
Thanks
East
for
Guernsey.
the smart Strasser in the family, Alex, for being our producer.
Yes, she did a great job, and we'll head on out. And like we said, look forward to seeing everybody in 2 weeks back here at Old Washington. And Warriors, good luck to them next week against East Canton. Big Ten football's back. Mac, I hear, may be coming back as well. So a lot of exciting times, but for the Warriors, it's time to enjoy this victory. Once again, final score at Old Washington, Buckeye Trail 50, Strasburg 14 on behalf of the KGP